Alright, y'all. Today's episode is episode 7. Today's gonna be all about just my discovery in the gathering stage. Let's actually turn my sound back on. So when I'm playing with myself, I sometimes put on music and stuff, so I turn the volume for the game way down. But I was extremely active basically all of last night. I did a couple like Roman sleep cycles, like the Centurion sleep cycles, kind of. Basically set an alarm for 3 hour increments and then got up like twice to just resend out gathers. And even with that being the case, I'm still not even top 50. Um, Although, if we're being honest, the margin isn't that big. Um, I guarantee you, when these three come back in, I'll be in the top 50. But it's kind of a back and forth sort of game with everybody gathering. But I thought I'd be much higher currently, but I realized that I kind of um, goofed my approach to this. It's actually that seems a little loud to me. It's in my headset. Let's go ahead and let's chill that out. Not sure if that was loud for y'all, but that's kind of loud in my headset. Um, all right. Anyway, I realized that I kind of goofed up in two ways. Um, I was so hyper focused on trying to plan out um, for tomorrow, which is the increased power day. That, as you know, I didn't do anything with my commanders. There's a lot of them that are waiting to be upgraded. Um, there's a lot of moves I didn't make. Specifically regarding my gatherers. I mean, I have Sarka, but she's only at 2 and 1. Cleopatra's literally only at 1 and 1 because I was stupid and put 4 onto her primary active skill. Constance is 3-2. Um, and it's just uh, that's annoying, but also probably and more more influential to my I guess lackingness is that I'm sitting at 16 here, and I said specifically yesterday I'm filling because I don't want to do anything that gains me too much power. Well, I failed to remember that at City Hall 17 you gain a fourth dispatch, and having a fourth dispatch here for another gather would have been absolutely huge um, throughout the course of last night, but I was really tired and I was just cycling through these three. I mean, I did do pretty well. I've had gathering speeds going for the whole course of the night, and 9%. And I'm not doing horrible, um, but I could have probably saved myself some sleep and or just be in a better position if I had better gatherers and better or had that fourth army available, but it's not horrible. Um, I just have a lot that I have to do tomorrow. I think I did plan for it hugely, and I kind of screwed myself over for today, but it's still going to be beneficial tomorrow. I'm not sure if it's going to be worth kind of screwing up today, but we'll see. Um, but in big news, we have hammered out a bit of diplomacy with BF. We emerged. Royalty and Valhalla are now basically the same thing. We split the entire kingdom between the two of us, give or take. And there's still some stinkies like, LV that we're gonna have to take care of. But with VF and us together, as the two most powerful clans, um, should be pretty easy kingdom grab. just over the course of the next few weeks into months. Because I mean, we are the two most powerful. Uh, I think. Scoot over here. You know, I was talking all about how I wanted to leave Phoenix to go to Revenants, um, but I'm not there yet. Looks like they gave leadership. Fugshake was the leader there, but well. Anyway, yeah, I wanted to be in Revenants, but I actually went down to be an officer. I demoted to Spirits. I was in Phoenix. Phoenix hasn't got the memo apparently of the update, but I think our one of our issues is gonna be. Let me find the actual Valhalla guys if I can. Um, everybody has VF and everything now. But you can't freaking so dumb that you can't search by that. You have to put in the whole code and some crap. But actually, it's probably gonna be way easier for me to zoom out and find them. But yeah, no, we merged with them. Uh, we got some guys. BFW. This is one of their derivatives behind us. Which they're at 50 million, but they're less developed, which is kind of odd because I think they're a little bit more powerful than us, but as you can see, we've got much more space and have to do things better. Um, they decided to shenaniganize over here. I guess they're gonna grab that from them, and then, but I don't know what any of this is, personally. I think, I think this whole strand here is pretty much useless. I would have gone from Center Fortress. I would have gone out, and then I would have gone up, to get those two. I would let those guys have that one. Let me just see which one that is. Um, okay, I mean, it's just Nico of Courage. Yeah, as long as you've got a good peacekeeper, like Lohar or something, you're not going to beat that Sanctum. So I don't understand why they developed so significantly in that direction towards that level 1 pass, but whatever. These guys, let's back up here. Is that? No. They said they wanted to get, uh, like that, this pass. I mean, we have this one pretty much uncontested. Let's see if this CF is still burning. It is. Yeah, I was trying to hammer out a deal with these guys yesterday. Just to trade troops for the killing troops event, and they went and took the sanctum. It only lasted for like 2 seconds because we didn't have anybody defending it. So, second we saw that they took it, we were like, "Hey, let's go get that back." And it was a pretty easy retake. It was just kind of stupid that this tiny little alliance just wanted to cause some shenanigans. Um, but you know, it's whatever. We are gonna. When's this open? I think that opens. Let's see. That one's the shrines and sanctums. Yeah, we're on the event that'll open the altars. So we just gotta build some flags. Although to be honest, we've already filled up 5 flags. We don't really need to go anywhere. In particular, we can honestly destroy this section, these 3 or 4. If we're gonna let W do a wraparound, because I mean they specifically said like, hey man, we'd like to get this pass as part of our merge here. I was slightly annoyed by the fact that we had to take their name. I would prefer RO, just royalty, but it is what it is. I mean, you kind of just got to suck it up in these sorts of situations because you start to realize, if anybody is experienced or whatever, you're gonna figure out that the your opponents aren't the people in your kingdom. Like, even if your alliances are at war, like they're not your opponents. Like, fighting within your kingdom is just detrimental to the kingdom itself. Um, because as a kingdom, you're gonna have to unify at some point. Oh shoot! Did I miss Guardians? I think I did. Where's Guardians at for 12? Oh, dude, I should have forgot. Okay, yeah. Can I? No, it's 50 kilometers away. I'm not gonna mess with that. I feel kind of bad. I've been somewhat unattentive to my clan for the last day. Um, I haven't participated in like any rallies on forts or anything. Just because I've been strictly gathering. Sweet. Okay. Um, yeah, no, today's been kind of it's a meh day. I feel like day three, just resource gathering is meh in general. It's not like anybody really gets hyped for this day because if you want to do good, you always have to sit on the game and come back every couple hours, just reset your farmers. All the fun happens the next couple days where people are just spamming upgrades of every kind and running after each other and killing everyone. So I already have a good amount of kill points just because we decided to fight at Alliance in our old kingdom, like right before we jumped. So I have 40K, which is completely unnecessary. Um, I don't even know what we were fighting about. I think it was just we just wanted something to keep us entertained while we were waiting for the jump to open up for those like last couple days before we jumped. Because it does get kind of boring after you max everything out at like level 7. I think it's 7. Yeah, if you max everything out and you get like you're just training troops and you've already done all your research. You're just training troops and gathering, and it's just kind of boring. So I think we just like started a fight just to start it. But my guys have been doing really good. Loads of forts getting taken out, which is great because there's an active event for those guys, so they're getting good rewards for that. It's not great. I mean, these events kind of suck in general, but everybody can use a golden key or two. Can never deny some golden keys. I'm kind of hoarding these two. Accidentally, well, not accidentally, I opened my free golden chest and I packed Scipio, which is freaking
Hostis
crazy
etiam
because I've
preceptores.
accidentally
Si je n'y suis
pulled
pas,
Joan and Scipio,
Hostis
which
etiam
are two very valid up
War?
commanders.
War is
But I've
just
also
a
got Dragon
great
Lancer
affair.
here that I can get him up. Um, I'm thinking of tomorrow. Where is my Lancelot?
I
I'm
am
thinking about
Lancelot
tomorrow.
Murlock, Knight of the Round Table.
Um, getting Lancelot onto a 5. Well, is this one even? Yeah,
What
that's
are
kind of
your
mid
orders,
anyway.
my liege?
I might turn him into like a just a random runner. Because him and
Upon the battlefield,
Dragolancer
my
are
lance
really
is my
good for
life.
um, the first Mightiest Governor. Just because they're really easy to level up as just an uncommon and a rare commander, and they're pretty fast. Lancelot's fast. Uh, and City Keeper's he's just easy to level up, and he has a single target damage thing, so they're good for like running after farmers, just around. And I think that'd be a good pick for me, just considering the fact that in the location we're currently in, unless we're either, well, we're going to be bullying the heck out of these guys. And I could even potentially scoot over to these guys. Um, but even still, that's pretty far. Uh, that's pretty far as well if you really think about it. So I might even, if like I really need to, like if I'm falling behind, on the last day, I might just burn like a territorial TP. Um, but I wouldn't really want to do that. Can if I need to though. These guys are definitely not surviving. Um, the next, I would say 2 days because they're at 7 million and they're pinched between two superpowers that are trying to develop towards the passes. So yeah, VS definitely gonna steamroll those guys. But yeah, VM just has really crappy positioning. I've got a lot of the map done. I was doing that all night while I was staying up with my gatherers. I'm at almost 60%, so it's all downhill from here. More than halfway done. Pretty good progress. Loads of caves. It's just crazy how many caves there are. And villages too. And honestly, you don't really think about it, but like these guys are giving you like a couple thousand, like that. Like the last two I've had are a couple thousand experience, like per. I'm getting hundreds of these. Like that's easily like max. Like you can max out um, you can max out like a rare uncommon committer just with the hooks you get from there. I mean, not max. Maybe you probably get them to 30, but yeah, I definitely goofed up over here. I should have. If I'm being for real with you, I should have just grinded her to 37 and pumped these into her. Constance is like the best choice for pumping your blue universal sculptures into, just because you can't like pack her from a tavern chest. So you have to get her sculptures just from the expedition. Oh, frick. Yeah, just from the expedition. God dang it. It's just from the expedition shop up here. Right now I'm grabbing 8th plate sculptures. Let's do those. If am I anywhere near Boudica? Like if I have 9 Boudica sculptures, I'll absolutely buy that one, just to have her for tomorrow. But I doubt that I'm at 9. I already have 6 cow sculptures, which is kind of cool because I want to be cavalry. 8 on Tutmos, 5 on Ragnar.
Any last
That's
words?
Kira. Where is Boudica? I'm
My
at 5 on
enemies
Boudica,
will
so
choke on their own.
not worth buying that. But tomorrow, and the reason I don't do what I say I should have done earlier, is just because we are only like 8 hours away, less than 8 hours away from the server reset, and at this point, I don't think it would be beneficial. Um, that much. I mean, it's just hard to kind of calculate those sorts of things. If I'm being real, it probably would actually at least break even just to power her up now, because the main things you're
This
getting
is
power from aren't
Ayaya's
commanders
beach.
during the event tomorrow. It's going to be your development, your city and stuff. But I don't know, just to like stick with the concept. I think every single point tomorrow counts, and today's a bit of a goofy day, and just that it kind of comes in blocks. Like I'm dropping back just because I haven't had anybody come in. But the second they come in, I'm gonna be up to definitely in the 50s. Well, maybe not definitely. But overall, still in my window. Um, I am 60-ish, 65k away from 10th. If I can get that around there, that would be great. 65k of a gap isn't huge. And I would only need to add half of what I currently have, which I think I could do by the end of the server reset today. But yeah, no, I mean, I gave you kind of a warning yesterday. Today is incredibly boring. I'm still filling, um, on Econ Tech. I should actually be. I was doing the ones that increase your gathering speed, um, overnight. So I think I got those up to like 4 or 5. Um, just for that little bit of edge. I've been pretty attentive um, to mining inside my territory just for the speed, but I realized my positioning is kind of an L, because when I TP'd here, I had like the pass and like this holy site in mind. I specifically stayed away from either of the wings, but I realized I'm kind of in a closed area with not much territory. And for that reason, I haven't found any gold spots really in my territory for a while. So I've got Cleopatra literally just outside mining gold, and it kind of sucks, but That's just how it is. Um, I mean, gold is. Look at this one. Look at this one. This one's probably touching. No, it's not quite. But it's just kind of aggravating. This thing has kind of screwed me over today, plus a bunch of other mistakes. So I definitely would say this is going to be my worst day of the challenge, or of Mighty's Governor. But um, nothing too horrible. Like I said, just a constant slow rolling progress has been going on. I'm definitely gonna stay on the rest of the day. Try to get into top 50. Try to break that top 10 position overall because that's only, I mean, yeah, it's only 60 something K. So it's definitely doable. These guys, though, I mean, that's just, yeah, you're doing too much. Like, you've got 4 queued troops, and you've been on literally the last 12, 16 hours nonstop. To have a million, like, that plus you probably also have, like, your capacity as something massive. Um, so, like, you probably have your constants at, like, 40, and then you send her here, and you grab, like, a million or something, and then come back. Uh, but, yeah. Just kind of mishandled the today. Since I was so tired last night and I wasn't thinking. Um, but I mean overall it shouldn't be a huge issue. I might even probably not, but I might even sneak into the top 10 for today. Uh, I severely doubt it though, because I think everybody's just sort of got their armies going. This is a day you don't have to be like as active as yesterday. Really, you only have to kind of check in and just send them back out, and it's really hard to overtake people, especially since I kind of failed at having my commanders or my gatherers at a good enough level
Loyalty.
to be significant. Um, so yeah, just kind of slow moving, but still do have a lot of resources though. Ton of wood, just because I've sent Constance out a bunch, and I did send her into that into the Alliance woodlot just once while I was taking one of my 3 hour naps. Uh, but yeah, I mean it's a good day. It definitely is not hurting me to have a ton of resources. I've got enough gold to tomorrow. I'll get archers at tier 3, and I'll start upgrading those. I think group wise, I don't need tier 3. I'm only training the tier 2s for an event here. I should just be spamming tier 1s, but this here is a train tier 2 or higher, so I'm just doing that to get this done because it does give you a good couple of keys here. So I definitely won't turn down some keys. But that'll be it for today. Just a pretty bland episode, honestly. Tomorrow and the day after where the fun begins. So hopefully tune in for that. But for now, I'm heading out.